after the half when I found out, like, I was upset. Like, I felt like I just didn't feel like I finally made a progress to, like, be on the team, and then, like, I just felt very upset about it.
Upset over being sidelined because of her gender.
Amateur sport is a great way to bring cultures of the world together. That's the whole idea behind the modern Olympic Games. And so it is on the soccer fields of Canada. Here in Ontario, there is a league where two teams were playing against each other recently. The Catholic school, called the Robert F. Hall Catholic School, was playing a friendly game of soccer against the ISNA private Islamic school. That's great. Everyone having fun on the soccer field. By halftime, the Catholic school was up 3-1 over the Muslim school. And then the Muslim school complained and said, hey, we noticed there are two girls on your team. We will not play with you anymore as long as there are girls there. We believe in the Sharia law that says girls and boys can't play together. Well, that might be how they do it in Saudi Arabia or Pakistan, but here in Canada, there's typically a rule, as there is in this Ontario League, that if a school doesn't have both the boys' soccer team and a girls' soccer team, any girls can try out for the boys' team. They have to make the cut, they have to be good at it, and obviously the girls here were good enough. The team was beating the Muslim school 3-1. But this Muslim school insisted that if the girls weren't put off to the side, they didn't have to wear a niqab. Don't worry, ladies, that comes later. But if the girls weren't put off to the side, this Muslim school would forfeit. They would take their marbles and go away. Now, instead of telling off this Muslim school and calling them a bunch of misogynistic bigots, the Catholic school team actually submitted because they said that they needed to keep playing because they needed to rack up more points for higher standings. So at that moment in time, there was no separation of mosque and state. That soccer game was being played with Saudi rules. Now, City News got a hold of this story and they interviewed this Muslim supremacist coach of the ISNA private high school. Here's what he said was his rationale.
Understand that, free mixing is something that generally speaking we do not do. More so out of respect more than anything. Mm-hmm. It's got nothing to do with discrimination or anything like that. It's out of respect, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, that's how you show respect to women, by telling them to get the hell off the playing field. Yeah, right. City TV was too politically correct to push them back on that. I got a question, though. Would this Islamic soccer team also object to other infidels or other things that are haram, considered dirty in Islam on the other side? So, for example, if there was a Jewish player on the other side, would they say, get that Jew out of there? If there was a gay player on the other team, would they say, get that gay out of there? And would the soccer league comply too, out of political correctness? If you've heard the name ISNA before, this Muslim school is called the ISNA Private Islamic School. If you've heard the name ISNA before, it's because it stands for Islamic Society of North America. And they used to have charitable status here in Canada until the Canada Revenue Agency stripped them of their tax status, accusing them of funneling money to Muslim terrorist groups overseas. Seriously, ISNA was accused of funding terrorists. I guess it's a baby step forward that all they're doing now is picking on schoolgirls in Ontario. For TheRebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.